Hey guys, it's good to see you again. It's Rhonda with Got Junk in Our Trunk. I have been on a hiatus for about 9 months and I'm bringing back my YouTube channel. But lost many subscribers during this. I think a lot of people have been out of pocket about like I have, but I've had several changes that have gone on in my personal life and also my family life. Reselling and all of that, and I'll be catching you up over the next few videos on some different things that have happened with us. In a nutshell, I right before 2020 hit and everybody went into a different mode of life as we know it. I had moved in with my children. My children were living with me for about 4 years, and I decided to flip that situation, and they did too. And we moved into a beautiful house, and I'll be showing you some tours of the little mother-in-law's wing that I've got, and um, some of the property here and things like that over a period of time. You'll be able to come into my life a little bit more. I'd like to be able to do that in this next year, and it'll be a lot of fun for all of us, I think. Marjorie is my youngest grandchild. You may hear her footsteps every once in a while. I'm in a garage. That's where I work. I've got all of my eBay things in a garage just off of my mother-in-law's wing. Makes it very convenient. I can leave everything out here, go through the door, and be home from work for the day. So it's been a really good situation for me to be here. I've enjoyed, this situation. I have retired from the estate business. I think I mentioned that in some of my other videos that I was kind of working towards all of that. I don't host videos. I don't host estate sales any longer, so I don't have those type of videos. Every once in a while, I'll take on something like I have something right now for a friend. It was somebody that I went to school with, and they used me for their dad's estate, and that's been a couple of years ago, and now they've got a great aunt, and it's not really a full estate, it's more of a partial estate. So I'm trying to sell some things for her. I've sold some furniture and some of the smalls and things like that, but not really hosted a full sale. I don't take things on consignment any longer. That's another change that I made in my business. Basically, what I do, I sell probably 90% of anything I do, 80 to 90% on eBay. I am an eBay full-time seller, and I've been at least a part-time seller. Three-quarters of my business was eBay for about the last 2 years. So the things that I'm going to be showing you in the video today, these are things that I got from somebody. I had done an estate for his mother. She had moved into assisted care, if I remember right. And then, unfortunately, she has passed away recently. Well, he called me. He still had my phone number. And he had some things that were given to him by a lady whose husband had passed away, and she had brought him all kinds of treasures. He does a whole lot of the curating of information for Memphis history and things like that. He's very well known in this area. I won't give up his name, but you can message me, and if you're in the Memphis area, I'm sure that he would love to be able to tell you some sites to see and share some information with you. Or you can go to some of the events that he hosts or his podcast and things, and I can let you know that information, but I don't want to give that up here. The type of items that I'm going to be showing you in this video, and probably at least one more, maybe two, are things that I just kind of dug through real quickly and looked at, made an offer to him, but he got these from this lady, and he pulled out some things that he was interested in for Memphis history or his own things, and then he was like, I don't need any of the rest of this. And so I made him an offer. He accepted my offer on this, and these are some things that I'll be selling on eBay and also on Facebook Marketplace. I sell a lot of things on Facebook Marketplace. During 2020, Marketplace and eBay were a lifesaver for me, and also my daughter, who ended up she's got 4 children. We all live here together, like I said, 2-year-old on up to almost 13-year-old. So, and she homeschools and all of that. But she decided to start doing some really basic reselling. Was reselling some things that she had around the house, different things like that. And slowly but surely, she has gotten to the point to where we're talking about doing some possibly to begin with Facebook auctions of some of our items and things like that. She's got a really good eye. Hopefully, I passed along a little bit of information on that, but she's got a really good eye on things. She buys some things like I do, some of the vintage and things like that, that's primarily what my drive is. But she also does things like, you know, baby clothes, she's done in the past and things like that, home decor, things along that line. And those are things that I don't usually deal with unless they are vintage. That would be my driving force, you know, for purchasing something, and even in like these mystery boxes or whatever. But she's going to have a little bit different aspect on that. And so I would like to bring her into my channel and have some videos where we do some things together. We have worked together in many capacities over the years, and so this is just the latest one, you know, that we're going to be doing some work together in, and I'm really excited about it. Her name is Samantha, and I will be introducing you to her. She's been in a couple of my other videos, just real briefly, you know, when she was dealing with the kids, and I came home from an estate or something like that. She might have been caught on film, but um, we are going to dedicate a little bit more of our time to things like this. We're going to host some things. We've got a really good area here, a big sitting room that's pretty empty, actually, a lot of the time, and we can probably have some house sales and things like that here, and so you'll see some of that getting filmed, and us bringing people into situations here as well. So I'm really excited about it. She's got a building that is almost empty now because we've sold just about everything during the winter and a lot of the lockdown period and things like that. So we're waiting on these yard sales to come up. As you saw in the opener, we ended up, there's probably conservatively about 7 inches of snow out here. Now, I live just outside Memphis, Tennessee, as a reminder, so we don't see this very often. And I'm 60, almost 61 years old, and I haven't seen this deep of snow in quite a while. So the kids have enjoyed it. This is the first time that it's snowed enough to where we could sled and things like that. So I didn't catch any of that film yesterday. If I can get a clip or two, I may attach it on the end if I can get a clip or two from my daughter. So we'll see if that happens or not. I'm going to cut this off here and we'll pull up in those mystery boxes. Let's see what we got. Hey, it's Rhonda. I'm back and we're going to open up our second set of mystery boxes. I've got one set that has some home decor items. I don't even know what's in there, to tell you the truth. I don't think I saw but about 3 items that was in this box. I was looking mainly in the other boxes, and once I found things that could uh, get my money back, I've got a $100 investment between all of the boxes. You'll see the videos loaded on my channel, and it'll just be part one, part two, however many parts I end up with, maybe three before I'm finished with this, because I think I can do this one today, and then we'll probably load up another one. See if we can get that done today too, so that I've probably got on the same outfit in all three of them, but we'll see what we end up with. I'm not quite sure what's in this one. Some home decor smalls. I primarily sell the vintage smalls, anything that are small antiques and things like that. They're things that can usually be shipped first class, which is awesome. And eBay has added in a feature now to where we're going to be able to sell for a lot less than the normal, about $4 shipping. For some of these smalls, we'll be able to do trading cards and postcards, things like that, sports cards and so forth. Um, and it should cost us, I'm thinking, about 75 cents is what they said. So we're all real excited about that. That's one of the good news is that news that we've gotten from eBay. It's some of the best news that we've gotten lately, because the shipping is just getting out of sight. I am one of the resellers. There's different schools of thought on that, but I'm one of the resellers that does charge shipping. I don't do any free shipping on anything. I think I've got maybe one or two items in my entire store, and I've got around 1,500, 1,600 items, 17, whatever it is. And I've got a couple of things in there that primarily sell better if they do have free shipping on them, and it's just kind of one of those things. But there's nothing free in life, so that's the way I look at it. And especially if it's vintage items, people are not that opposed to paying, to have it done, um, you know, through the postal system, and they realize that that's reflected in the price anyway. So, I charge shipping for everything. I get charged shipping, so, I'm going to charge that to my customer. I try to keep the cost low on the things that I can control. It's always about buying low, selling high. You know, you'll hear that term a lot from different resellers. You know, I always make my money on the buy. Whatever I've bought something for, that's where I've made my money because I know that I'll be able to sell something, you know, for a certain amount of money, whether the market fluctuates on it or not, or whether it's something that sits in my store even for as much as 2 years. A lot of times you still end up making money because the fees are really low. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what we've got. I will be going off camera some to show you things that are down in the box. I've got to dig a little bit. I've got a real crowd, and you know, I don't know. Let's see if we can turn it around. This is my garage. I'll be showing you more of it, but that is my death pile right now. Normally it would not be in that condition, and I'm ashamed it is, but you know, there's not just a whole lot you can do about it. When we've been through 2020, which we have, I have been through a move where I condensed 5 storage units into 3 and 2 and whatever, and I'm down to 1 10 by 20 now that I still have to clean out, and I've got this death pile that I'm going through. Believe it or not, I will be able to make through most of what's here. There, a lot of it is personal items that we've moved that we didn't know if we were going to use here or not, and they may be things that go out in yard sales anyway. So that being said, let's dive into our boxes. We'll see what we've got. And I will be using my cheaters like I did on the first one. I brought my glasses, so I've got to use my cheaters until I can get some new ones. Just a little wallet here. It doesn't feel like leather. Kid's wallet. Not anything truly special, but it is vintage. I'll pull this over because I'm sure I'll be tossing that in there and getting those listed as quickly as possible. We've got some game cards, like the rummy cards. I mentioned in my first video in part 1 that a lot of times I'll use pieces of ephemera. If this doesn't have all of the cards, and if it's not really something that's a stellar item or something that's going to get me a lot of money, which I call like $10 or above on something really small like this, then I'll take these things and I'll put it into one lot. Let me show you the graphics on these and you'll understand why. See, it's got the cute little graphics on there. And these are things that people use in scrapbooking and junk journaling, any type of creative craft that people do a lot of times. I'll sell things like this, even if they're not complete. I will sell things like this to people that have antique booths like I do, which I do have one antique booth. I actually technically have 2, but I gave one to my daughter, and I'm kind of working myself out of that probably by the end of the year, just because I don't really want to do that. I like to sell online, actually. I like to be at home, and I'm a homebody anyway, and I like to go out thrifting and then come home and do whatever selling I'm going to do. So, but there's a lot of people like me that if I have vintage items and things like that, I'm going to use these and put my price and make this into a cute little tag or whatever. And so I do have people that use things like that. So we do have some cards here. I do that with regular playing cards, all kinds of cutesy stuff. This one's from Delta, and I'm still playing around with my lights. So, you know, I've got a friend of mine that keeps saying that my pictures and my videos are blurry, or well, he doesn't use the word blurry. He says, I don't see the details in them or whatever. He's an eye doctor. I think he needs glasses, but, you know, that's a whole nother point. Just teasing. I do have different lights and things, and of course I'm in a different situation, and I haven't done but one other video, you know, in this situation, so I've got to play around with the lights a little bit, get my GoPro running and all of that kind of jazz. So again, these are cute cards, little nail and stuff. Aren't those cute? I love little stuff like this. When I was a young girl, I used to collect things like this. I mean, I would collect 1 or 2 cards, and I'd put it in a little treasure box, and, you know, it was always something that I would sit and just like I do now. I mean, I'll take a box of things and I'll start going through it and start reminiscing, about the old days. All right, part of the sharpener. These usually sell really well. I hope I find the other part, but if I don't, you know what? I'll try and sell this. I will either put it in a steampunk lot of all metal pieces, or I will sell it as a replacement part because this mechanism can break. I'll just put it on there. We'll just see if it sells. I'll let you know. I'm going to be watching these videos, editing them, and trying to decide what kind of new glasses I'm going to get. Like I said, these are dollar cheaters from Dollar Tree, so it will not be like this. I don't need the secretary look. What else we have? Old pill bottle. You don't see these like this as much that I'm aware of. Now, I need to check into that. This is plastic, so, it's not very old or anything like that. But then again, this is one from New Jersey. They're marked on the bottom, what's actually in here. So I'm going to see, because sometimes I'll sell the contents and I'll sell the bottle that it comes in. What do we have? Gordon's potato chip. All right, these are tokens of some sort, and I'll have to look into it, because even as an estate liquidator, and let's see if we can get no glare, or not much. Because see, there's where my light is up here. I'm trying to decide which is the best way to do that. These have, it's a variety of them. Like I said, it's this many. And like this is Telstar, and it's got some that are planes. All type of spaceships, things like that. So we'll see what those were for. Don't recall, but I will look and see what those are for. It may be that I'll sell those in a lot. It may be that I won't sell them at all. I'll just throw them in a junk drawer lot. We'll see what they sell for. Things like this sell. Sell the full-size tablets, and then this is one of the small ones. It's torn here, but I'm telling you, it'll still sell. What else do we have? Razor parts. And I'll probably eventually, I mean, I know this is my work background or whatever, but I'll probably eventually get a screen that I can pop up behind me, because a lot of times that'll cut down on some of this glare and things. So, again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. See, that's the handle. Pops out. Those type parts sell really well too. It just kind of depends on who's looking for what. Any shaping type things. Don't know what that's a part to. Don't know that there's a bottom in here for that, but that's the Crest Handy Nail assortment. So I'll either put it in a metal lot, or if there's the other piece of this tin, I'll try and sell it. Here to bobble. Down in here. What else we have? Looks like maybe Zodiac. Let's see. Well, it's just got the crab and the drama face type thing on it. So we'll have to look and see exactly what that is for. No markings on it. It feels inexpensive but vintage. Love the chain that's on there. It's rather heavy. Let's hold it up where you can see it. Slow down, Rhonda. Chain, chain, chain. What else do we have? Okay, this is from St. Joseph Hospital. I believe that's the one that's here in was here in Memphis on Overton. Yeah. Little keychain. Lots of dew baubles. A handle off of a toy gun, it looks like. Still a lot of costume jewelry brooches. This one is not great, but not great still sells. Just like this video. Not great, but it'll still sell. So there's what we've got there. Like I said, we're gonna fiddle with it a little. Fiddle a little. Alright, how about that? Doesn't have a marking on it. It's probably something along the lines. It's not necessarily Avon or Monet, but it's along those lines. Cute, cute. This is a Whitman. A little tin toy. It's probably the pull bag. Feels like it is. Possibly. Little bug of some sort. It's marked Japan. So that will tell you your age on it. Some miniatures like this. I would call that probably chamber pot, maybe. Who knows? Miniature rolling pin. This one is marked TGMY. We had a lot of those here when I was a kid. One of them burned. That was near me. I was so sad. There's another part of that gun handle. Stop. Alright. It isn't in good shape. But a lot of these. Let's see. Hang on. Any better? Not as much glare, maybe. You see that that's a penguin. And it's one of the little bead games. But these do sell. I sell these quite often, actually. This one's in rough shape, so we'll see. And some of these things I'll look up and I'll post at the end if I see anything significant enough to add to the video so that you can see some sold prices on some of these. Not my solds, but it will be someone else's solds. 1956 Memphis Shelby County Science Fair ribbon. That's cool. Shoney's Golden Glow Club. Glow in the dark. Key tag entities, blah, 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 blah. 1981. This looks to be a compact that I may or may not be able to get open. I don't want to break a nail, you know. Got to get these nails done. Yeah. Birthmark. Feels like a compact. I'll probably have to work on this one a little bit. But anyway, that should flip up. Compact. This feels like enamel on top. Looks like possibly more Shoney's keychain. Another glow in the dark that is Charles Everhart Insurance. Oh, I love this. This is awesome. It's just weird stuff that I like. Okay. Keychain. But it's Tupperware. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Weird stuff it sells. This right here, a distributor. Somebody that sells nails. See, oh my gosh, look at that. That actually opens. You can put your Aldi's quarter in there. I have to keep that. Okay, what else we have? Owl pen. Copper. This one does have a marking. Uh-oh. Trying to find my magnifying glass. Well, I see it. Here we go. This is so professional. Okay. Let's see if we can see what this is. May have to. Right up underneath the clasp. Copper Bell brand. Copper Bell. Oh no, Copper Bell. Maybe I should. I don't. Looks good with the hair though. For those of you that asked about it, yes, I have colored my hair. I used to be a natural redhead growing up and all of that. Auburn. And just on a fluke, I decided 2020 was the time to color my hair for the first time. Go figure. Yeah. I'll do it for a while. It's something to do. Alright, what else do we have? Alright, let's see here. More shinies. Mirror that goes to something. Not quite sure what that would be to. It's a part of something. This looks like a keychain. It is a keychain. Maybe something has been broken here. I'm going to have to clean that up and see. It almost looks like it has a figure on it, but I'm not quite sure what it is. Alright. Looks like we hit the keychain box. Union planners. There are no more in our area anyway. I'm assuming nowhere else. Can you see that? Union planners. And it has a P on the back. Another compact. It's pretty. This one is not marked. They often are. The compact inside. And this flips open here. Nice shape. So loads and loads and loads and loads of these. Still has the scent. It does not have the powder. I do not clean it up because people want things like that. Let's see, that snaps back shut. This is mother of pearl on the outside, or appears to be. And I'll just have to look at it. I see one little flea bite on it here, but not anything significant. So that might be a nice piece. That'll probably, just a guess, that'd probably be around a $20 piece. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. Mickey Mouse. Band is in rough shape. Everything's shedding. Not me, the stuff. That's Mickey Mouse. And I did see several of those. Now that'll probably be in the next video. Okay. Oh, wow. Do tell. Okay, let's see what she does. You'll have to excuse this. Pretend like she's got on coconuts. I'm going to hold her way back here. But she dances. No coconuts. Yeah, it looks like it's complete. It looks like this might open up to where you can adjust whatever. I might put some coconuts on her. Okay. Magnet maybe? Don't know. Nope. Small lock with the key. Another little hair piece. Alright, let's see. Love all the junk. Center Ring Club Circus Circus. Circus Circus does sell. I sell a lot of Circus Circus swag. People love this stuff. Sometimes sells high, sometimes sells low, but always sells. That's the actual casino. This is the one. I think this may have been in Biloxi. If it was in Biloxi, I can't remember for sure. Have a nice day. This is one, oh, I hear my baby. Sorry. This is one that is cloth covered. It's a pin back button. It does have a date or something on it. Hallmark cards. Made in USA, older. And then here's a Chow Chow keychain. I have to leave these cheaters on, I think. So I'll just be the secretary look today. Another one of the little bead maze gowns. Wooden spool. See, stuff like that'll go in my junk drawer a lot. It's plastic, but a child's knife. Junk drawer. This is a brass, because it is oxidizing on the back. This is a brass fish pendant. And it's got some copper patina on it, just a little bit, but it is brass. It might have a small little mark on it. I may clean it up just enough to see if it does. Barksdale. Gene Barksdale was the sheriff down here 1.5 billion years ago. Does not close on the back, but probably sell anyway. Broken stuff sells. Alright, take a bite out of crime. Okay, I hate that it looks like it got up against it. You probably can't tell it, I don't know. Maybe you can. Looks like it got up against something hot. Yeah, it looks like it got against something hot. But it's the 1980 to 1990 McGruff the dog. Wasn't that his name? McGruff. But it's Gillis Sheriff. That was another sheriff that was down here. Another oddball keychain. Little wobble duck. Can we, let's see, will the duck wobble? Let's see if he'll wobble. See him? There he goes. Like weebles. Ooh, okay. Handle for something. Pearl and Lowensteins. Okay. It went from Pearl and Lowensteins to just Lowensteins. Closed up tight as a bass drum at some point in time. This one lists Memphis, Tennessee, Jackson, Tennessee, Mayfield, Kentucky, and Jonesboro, Arkansas. Drawing a blank on it, wondering if this was to on some of their hangers of some sort, a piece on their pants. I don't know. Could be wrong. Will make a cool little toilet paper holder. Who knows? Yeah. It's what it is. It's whatever it is. All right. Hollywood production director, scene, take, all that kind of stuff. Little small ship. Again, for the junk drawer lot, unless I always look for markings though, because you never know. Some of this little tiny stuff, it's like amazing what it belongs to and how much money you can get for it. It's all about the bucks. Cool little pipe. What kind of pipe? We don't know. Just a small little pipe. Has a chunk here, but no one will care. Alright, this is a whistle, I think. Yep, this is going to be a whistle. Yeah, there's no anything in there. I I'm smelling his head. This is a decorative one, actually. Horseshoe, winter circle, wagon wheel. And test tube. Oh my goodness, come here. He did not want to cooperate, but he is super cool. Should I know that figure? Help me out, y'all. Put it in the comments. I'll find him on Google Lens, probably, because he looks familiar. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out, but he is super cool. Really like him. Piece of something with an end. Another little keychain piece. Alright, so that's all those little things. What time is it? Ooh, we've done 29 minutes. Alright, we're going to stop this one here. We're going to do another one. We may end up with 4 videos. Let's take off the cheaters. Thanks for joining me today. This is part 2 of the mystery box unopening, or opening, unboxing. Oh, you'll figure it out. We'll see you next time. Happy junking.